to do this at the leaders meeting. He was like, Mary, you're going to talk on the 20th. And I said, Troy, I don't have anything to talk about. I haven't had any experiences. I'm only 19. You're crazy. So God decided to give me a cool experience to talk about. And it was fun. All my life I've been young. I've been in the younger group of things. I'm the youngest in my family by 12 years. I went to college super young, and it's always been kind of a, Alicia, can I set this somewhere? Drop it. I've always been on just the younger end of things, and it's always been kind of a sore spot for me. So I was with a friend. She's a little bit older than me, but not a lot. And we were talking. She prays and she talks about God, but I never knew quite where she was at. So I asked her, and it delved into a really awesome conversation of how she's not a Christian and all these things that she believes, and how I'm wrong to be talking to her about this, to have my way of thinking. And the words that she said to me were, "You're too young to have any say in anybody's life. Make sure that you are in a place of authority before you start talking." And that hurt a lot, because it's always been kind of a sore spot. So I was really upset. She's not that much older than me. She's only 28. Ooh, she has all knowledge. And so I got bitter and angry and I was frustrated. So I took it to some mentors of mine, and they pointed me towards 1 Timothy 4:11. Yeah. Yep. 4:12. There we go. And it's Paul writing a letter to Timothy. And Timothy had this issue of being a leader of the church, and he was super young, and it caused issues for him. And so Paul is writing to him, and he's trying to encourage him. And it says, don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in life, in love, in faith, and in purity. He's saying, don't be afraid to speak up just because you're young. Don't be afraid to have a voice just because you think that you don't have enough life experience. Don't let that be an excuse to hold you back from the gospel. Don't let it was always an excuse for me, because who am I to talk to somebody? If I didn't know the leaders here, who would I be to go up and talk to somebody that's older than me? They must know more. They must have a better understanding than I do. They're a whole 10 years older than I am. They must have it all figured out. But I have the Bible, and I have the gospel, and it tells me everything that I need to know. It gives you what you need to say and how you need to say it. So, sticky note over here. So, as I was thinking about wanting to talk, I went back to a verse that I hope that you all know very well. Philippians 1:20 and 21. I eagerly expect and hope that I will in no way be ashamed, but will have sufficient courage so that now as always Christ will be exalted in my body, whether by life or death. For to me, to live is Christ, to die is gain.
So cool.
So that was a great encouragement to me. But as I looked back deeper into 1 Timothy 4:12 verse, it says to set an example in life, in love, in faith, and in purity. So not only are we supposed to go out and not be afraid to talk, but we're supposed to set examples with how we live our lives. How you live your life is going to be a bigger impact on somebody than it is to go sit down and talk to them, because people don't listen. But how you live your life is something that they can't ignore. So as you're going about at school or in your home or you seniors out there when you go out to college and everybody's suddenly way older than you and your professors have big degrees in front of their names, they should know better. They know more than I do. Don't be afraid just because you're young. Make sure that you know your Bible. That's why you come to youth group. That's why you go to church. That's why you read your Bible outside of youth group and church, right?
Yes.
Yes. Be strong. And don't be ashamed of the gospel. That's my soapbox, and I'm sticking to it.